O'Hare vanished. The people that knew him said he wasn't a happy man. So at least some people weren't surprised at all when the day came and didn't include him. It was bound to happen. He wasn't like us. He was a kid from the big city who met a girl from a little town, spent a night with her and was forced to marry her in a shotgun wedding. Because some condoms are better than others. Come on, you know 1,000 stories like this. Young man, moved into town, got a small house, got a job in the girl's family business and tried to raise a family as best he could. For about 10 months. They had a baby girl, but she wasn't healthy. O'Hare wanted to take her to the city for better care. The doctors said it wasn't about technology or resources. There wasn't much to do, except to pray and hope. What a horrible way to say thoughts and prayers to a father. The baby died one sunny day of November. It was cold. Few people attended the funeral. As far as a few people that knew were concerned, O'Hare didn't believe the local doctors. I won't try to understand the train of thought of a grieving father. After that, well, why would he stay? He was young. He didn't like Red Step. I can understand supporting the wife for some time, but remember, he didn't love her. So no, there were no surprises there. O'Hare went back to the city to resume his life, to pretend he just had a pause, shaped as a nightmare. The girl didn't agree. It's funny because her family did agree with us. They didn't have a problem with O'Hara. Hell, even her father told me that as long as he communicates and gets a divorce, everything would be fine on their end. No hard feelings. But she had deluded herself into thinking the man loved her. I don't know what he did say behind closed doors, but she was sure he was there to stay, even if they had a rocky beginning. You kidnapped him, she said, over and over again. Not to anyone specific, just us, the townspeople. You never liked him. He was a stranger and you don't like strangers. That much was true, to be honest. We didn't like him. It's not that there was something wrong with him, as that he had the demeanour of the big grey land, where buildings are tall and people walk fast and there's no time to know your neighbour's name. And from her point of view, it made at least some sense. The clothes were there and all his things, his precious things, were still inside the house. Even all the baby's pictures. The only thing that was missing was a toolbox and a car. But some hunters found the car next morning, abandoned next to the highway. Law enforcement found it suspicious, yes, but didn't find any signs of violence. So there was no reason to suspect foul play. Not that early in the investigation. She didn't agree, of course. People saw her walking, armed, through the highway, and those hills where the car was found. For 30 hours straight, we presume, she tried to find him. Or a trail or something. Not all that weird. She was raised in Red Step, so she had some survival skills. But the gun she had, it was her grandfather's shotgun. I don't think it was in good shape. Neither was she. She got dehydrated and collapsed during the morning of that day. Fortunately for her, at the time, one of her cousins was trying to get her back to town to eat something and get some sleep. He had to drag her to his truck. As he drove back to town, it started. It was a drizzle. Just an annoyance on a cloudy day. As the doctor saw her and determined that she just needed to rest to get her body hydrated again, the first thunder greeted the town. I remember it. The walls shook in my house. My dog went crazy. And I stood up, thinking I should get a bottle of scotch when it was still possible. I'd seen my fair share of bad weather. Sometimes we had to be inside for 3 days. and it looked like it was going to be one of those times. Oh God, how I wish it had been one of those times. For another story, tune in next Tuesday. Meanwhile, watch another video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check the description for our social media. And sleep well.
If you can.